Yo, what's up, investors? Welcome to another episode of Investing with KJ. I'm KJ the Investor, and you already know how it go. So, look, let's go ahead and jump into the portfolio. Y'all, today we were down. Well, right now we're down in the aftermarkets, but yesterday, let's back up and talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a huge day in the stock market. Why? Because Nvidia had its earnings report. You might be saying, Nvidia? Yeah, what does Nvidia got to do with all the other stocks in the entire portfolio? Well, for one, I got over 204 shares of Nvidia. And number two, Nvidia is the leader of the AI tech boom. So all other big tech companies are customers of Nvidia. So let's go down. Buying power. $201.79. You already see the investing amount, about 48,000. So let's go ahead and go on down. Cash earning interest. We got crypto. All right, let's get into the stocks and ETFs. Right now, we got mostly everything trading in the green. Alphabet, Class A and Class C are still in the red. That's okay, because guess what? That just offers a dip opportunity. And Google's like the fifth biggest company in the world, so that's a buying opportunity to buy the dip. So anyway, let's look at our position in SPLG. SPLG is the S&P 500. Right now, trading at $65.85. SPLG was up and down, especially yesterday, because it has so much of tech in this particular sector. But I have 126 shares of SPLG. Market value $8,305.30. Average cost $60.53. Total return $664.74. I'm going to continue the dollar cost average into SPLG. My goal is to get 200 shares and then 300 shares. And so we're going to be able to do that before the end of the year is out. SPLG. Now, next, let's take a look at SCHD. SCHD is the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. Right now, I'm trading at exactly $84. Believe it or not, lately, y'all, the last couple of months, SCHD has really went up in market value. It was just 2 or 3 months ago, SCHD was like $74, $75. Now it's all the way to $84, and it continues to climb every day. I got 70 shares of SCHD, market value of $5,925.39. Average cost $78.11. Total return is $415.52. I'm up a positive 7.5% in this particular investment. We have earnings report coming up for SCHD and SPLG, the stock we just looked, ETF we just looked at for September. They will be paying us out some dividends. Then this next ETF will also be paying us dividends. DGRO. Is DGRO right now $61.86. I have 70.77 shares of DGRO. Market value is $4,377.85. Average cost is $56.49. Total return is $379.74. DGRO is a growth dividend paying ETF. So every time I get paid with these ETFs, y'all, whether it's DGRO, SCHD, SPLG, FTEC, it doesn't matter. I take those earnings and I do the debt. I say the debt snowball because that's what I learned, but it's the dividend snowball in this case. Dividend snowball, and I reinvest it back into the different ETFs. And so in order to buy me more shares of the particular ETF. So yeah, that's a great method to use. Do that dividend snowball. It's going to help make your investing easier, faster, compounds quicker to get you a total return. Now, let's take a look at Meta. Meta right now is trading at $520 on the dot. I got 2.4 shares of Meta. Market value is $1,256.01. Average cost is $505.09. Total return is $36.01. Meta is one of those hyperscalers, super performing stocks companies, and it's been getting bought a lot here lately, especially from the tech dip that we experienced on yesterday. The tech sector dip because of the earnings report from Nvidia, and everything like that. So let's go ahead without further ado. Let me just go ahead and show you the 900-pound gorilla, Nvidia. Nvidia is trading currently at $119.04. It sold off even more again today, like it did yesterday. But tonight in the markets after closing, somebody's been buying. As you can tell, it's up $1.41, which is 1.20% on the overnight. I have 54.711 shares right here. Market value is $6,511.73. My average cost is $118.17. Today I had a negative return of $356.23, but I have an overall return of $46.72. Now, if I go over to the traditional IRA, right now on that account is sitting at $39,401.91. I have over $2,100,000 in buying power. My buying power right now is $21,244.44. Nvidia right here, 150 shares. But look at this. Market value, $17,857.50. My average cost is $109.98. Even though today's return was down $984, I am still up totally $13.60 and 16 cents. So that's an 8.24% return. Nvidia is still a good company. Nvidia still had great earnings. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that. Nvidia earnings yesterday, they beat in top line, they beat in bottom line. In every major revenue concept, they increase winnings by triple-digit increases. So I think top line was like 122%. Bottom line was 168%. Like, these guys didn't miss. Nvidia did exactly what any major company that you invest your money into that you would want them to do. That's what they did. They beat top line, bottom line. They crushed the numbers, crushed it. And so, but why did the stock market price go down? Well, because of institutional investors. You got big boy investors going in and out of the stock, and that causes 75% of the movement in the stock market are the institutional investors. So that causes big waves and market swings, and also in price points. A lot of these guys are not in this stock for the long haul. They're just in to make a quick buck and then get out. But me, I would, and other true investors, I would encourage you to play the long game with these stocks. I'm in it for the next 5 to 10 years. I'm here to see the compounding growth. Good news came out right after the earnings report. Nvidia is doing like a $50 billion buyback on stocks and shares. So guess what? Apple did the same thing earlier this year when they had their earnings report. Apple bought back like 100 million shares or something, 100 billion shares, something like that. So guess what? Nvidia is finna do the same thing. And when Apple did it, Apple's stock price went from like 174, 175. It went all the way up to now it's sitting at $230 and things around that area. So all I got to do, guys, and all you got to do if you're an investor of this company is just sit back and be patient. The company has already they have already had the earnings report. They talked about the earnings. They have a whole lot of free cash with a low debt. They really don't have any debt. They got a whole lot of revenue, though, a whole lot of free cash. And their chip, Harper H1, H2, Harper is the most advanced chip on the planet right now. And, you know, this is a chip making company. Also, the Blackwell is getting ready to come out at the end of Q4. And then not only that, they got Rubin in the stash away for for the next quarter, which will be their physical year 26. So I wouldn't stress Nvidia stock price falling. It's more of a buying opportunity, if anything, for anybody. And so you know us, you know me. If you've been following the page, KJD Investor, you guys know, the community know, anything over 8%, we're getting rich. We're on the road to 100K. Let's take a look at that. Boom. $87,559.23 with the portfolio sitting at right now currently. Also, I got another $1,000 in savings and another $2,700 in a Fidelity High Yield IRA account. So guys, we're over the $91,000 mark. We're closing into $100,000, and we're getting there fast. So don't fret, don't worry. Just stay active, stay with the movement of the stock. Most of my money is invested in the ETFs, but like I said, I wanted a good exposure to Nvidia because I know what they're finna do. Anytime a company like Nvidia has smashing earnings reports like they did, just be patient, guys. We are going to the moon with this particular stock. One more stop before we get moving. Look at Walmart right now. It's trading at $76.48. Walmart has a dividend coming out September 3rd, getting ready to pay us. I got 102.86 shares of Walmart. Market value $7,867.02. Average cost of $55.75. Total return, look at the total. Total return, $2,132.66. That's a increase of 37.19%. Walmart is currently outperforming the S&P 500 as a whole. So yeah, your boy is doing good with the stocks right now, man. So hey, jump on board. And like I was telling you about Apple, Apple is sitting at $230 even. Right now, I got 22 shares, market value $5,075.77. Average cost, I was buying Apple back when it was at $175.55 a share. This was earlier this same year, 2024. But now, like I said, it's up and it's stuck at $230 and more. Total return $1,201.67. Since then, since their buyback in the first quarter, Apple has had a 31.02% increase. My goodness. So that's why I said don't fret, don't worry about Nvidia stock price. When Apple had its earnings report for the first quarter, they were trading really low. And then all of a sudden they did the stock buyback, like $100 million or $100 billion worth of stock buyback. Now look at that. Now look at their stock price. It's up and it's stuck. Nvidia finna do a $50 billion stock buyback. So it won't be 118 long. It won't be 119 long. If you want to get some shares of that, now is the time to get it because it's not going to be there long. You guys, I hope you found this video helpful, informative, and educational. Any kind of comments, likes, comments or questions, anything like that, put them down in the comments below. And hit that like button. Anything you need to say it down below in the comment section, man. I try to get back to everybody. Until next time, this is your boy KJ the Investor, hollering out at you. Over and out. Love you guys.